け翼
Welcome to another episode of Tsubasa. I'm your host, Cronocloud, and with SDF behind us, finally, we thought now would be a very good time to do a quick wrap-up video, do a tier list of all the characters that have been released thus far. So, the rankings of these players are based purely on our own opinions and experiences in online PvP. It is most relevant for the superstar rank, and less so for lower ranks. As more players become usable, the lower the rank. Do note that the players selected are always based on their ideal state, like having their partner or partners alongside to enable their passives, hidden abilities, bonds, or skills. With the large number of players released, we ended up with quite a bloated list, and we had to cut out quite a few so as to keep things concise. We tried our best to nitpick on everything, and hopefully you can see eye to eye with us for most of the picks. Note that this list is as of the 5th of August 2021, so players that are revamped or released after are not included. Honorable. Before we begin, here are some players who just missed out on the solid tier due to them either being too situational or less seen due to how the meta is shaping up, but worth mentioning as they are still strong in certain setups or situations. Take a moment and have a look. Solid. Here's our solid tier. These are desirable and strong players to have on your team. Note that they are not listed in any particular order, and this time around, we won't be going through every single one of them due to the sheer number. Espadas. Shot-stopping, sharp reflexes is one of the best goalkeepers to use if you play a debuff team. He could have been ranked higher if not for the debuff meta being less seen nowadays. Akai. Excellent red and blue combination, which literally means Akai and Aoi combination, preferably the new Rising Sun Aoi, and truly a nightmare to match up with, especially with how the stats down ability works. Michael, Raphael, Santana, and Misaki are still relevant and strong despite being characters that were released over a year ago. Do not underestimate Shuster, conductor of the attack. With skill block and pressure, he will easily disable your player's next special move. Lastly, we have Roberto Hongo, Brazil's unpredictable number 10. He is capable of hitting over 90k across all forms of shots without relying on conditions. There seems to be a trend of one Roberto per anniversary, and he looks like he will last till the next one. Magnificent. Next up comes the Magnificent tier. These are core players, commonly seen in meta teams. They're still very strong, but some are on this list instead of the next simply due to insufficient bonds. Once again, these players are not listed in any particular order. Genzo Wakabayashi, world-renowned SGGK. Not only revived due to the recent hidden evolution, but has also become a starter for most teams due to the meta favoring non-Japanese attacking midfielders and forwards at the moment. While Hamburg Genzo, commonly known as Zenzo, is slowly falling off the grid with his undesirable bond and the number of counters round, but is still arguably the strongest Japanese goalkeeper. The Schmidt brothers strike again, and this time more deadly and annoying as a pair due to their support passives. Kozo, veteran player, became the household defender for many teams after his insane hidden evolution. Gentile, Nation of the Sun's Iron Wall, is not as commonly seen as before, but still acts as a deterrent against many ambitious long passes. Misugi, Swooping Tenacious Young Noble, is a master shinobi that ambushes and bullies his opponents. He would have made it higher up the tier if the meta wasn't leaning more towards non-Japanese players. Cults, Power Beyond the Limits, starts slow but ends almost invincible in the right hands. He's also a crucial member of the German gang for a particular ace. Matsuyama, All Japan's fighting defensive midfielder, is a player no one likes to see on the opponent's lineup, as he is strangely and very annoyingly effective at scoring, at least until the recent arrival of a certain goalkeeper. K-Lab's love child, Aoi, totally free play, is independently strong without his buddy Akai. Natureza, Heaven Sent Number 0, is a nuisance with auto-intercept and always a goal threat, while also capable of defending high up the pitch. Lastly, Miracle Go-Getter Diaz is yet another fearsome goal scorer capable of winning any defensive matchup as long as he guesses correctly. Crisis tackle for the win! Broken. Finally, the list everyone has been waiting for. The Broken tier. After some long debates and prolonged procrastination, with possible backlash from the viewers playing on our minds, we decided on these 7. Remember, they aren't listed in any particular order. Schweil Tigerbrand, Crowning Phantom Bird, is an all-arounder that can perform in any of his given 3 positions. He is insanely strong when stamina is high with his 50% full body stand, and also an important member of the German gang, like Cults. Ozora Tsubasa, Resuscitating Ultra Play, is one of only 2 chance makers currently in the game. He performs better than the new Rising Sun version in most departments, and with the potent cocktail of fiery potential and tenacity, offers you the freedom to spam skills without worrying about stamina, while he continues to get stronger. Rival, Conqueror's Left Leg, provides any forward with an astonishing 10% buff with his quite unstoppable initial pass. He is also somewhat of an ally to the German gang with his combination shot. Karl-Heinz Schneider, Passionate Ace's Soul, is the feared goal scorer that can score from any angle within the box, especially alongside his predetermined German gang. Oh, he also gets stronger the more he's used, ensuring that he's more likely to find the net eventually. Next, we have the Super Dutch brothers, Stein and Brian, surely one of the deadliest duos around. Pun intended. Last, but certainly not least, we have Duder Müller, the latest shiny beast of a keeper with his amazing cost-effective catch and wonderful passive, Long Feed. We were quite undecided on the usefulness of this passive at first, but after trying it out ourselves, we were sold. The ability to know where the ball will go after it's saved is really beneficial, as it helps you to plan your counterattack. He's also the reason why Matsuyama had to take a break from his scoring streak recently. Here's a quick recap of our tier list excluding honorable mentions. Let us know who you think deserves a spot on the list. Politely, please. And why so in the comments section below. We would like to thank all of our members on Patreon and YouTube. Please consider supporting us on Patreon or YouTube. Links provided in the video description. Until next time, I have been your host, Cronocloud, and may the gacha gods bless your pulls today and every day. Ike!